Hey guys, how are you doing? Rob here. Got some great new books to show you guys to look for. Hope you guys like the books I have today. Pappy, good to see you. You're first. It's good to see you. Can you see me? That's the next question. All right, let me show you what books I have here. All right, the first books I have here to show you guys, keep your eyes open for, are Into Spider-Verse, second printing, first printing too. Got this from my buddy Carl at Ion Comics, so I'm sure he's watching right now. At least I hope he is. It's the first appearance of Penny Parker in the spider suit. Great book. This one goes for, I think, about 25, 30 bucks. If you get one for cover price, or excuse me, if you see this one for $10, it's probably worth picking up right now. Melissa, how are you doing? All right. Hey guys, I sold a bunch of books recently. Let me show you what's hot right now on eBay for my sales. Picked up this book right here is really hot. I sold about 4 or 5 of these. They're going for about $40 to $50 each. This is Fantastic Four, $3.53. This book sometimes can be had for $1. I was buying these books for about 50 cents to $1 up until recently. If you see this book, for a couple of bucks, get it. Because right now, this is, you're welcome. This is the first appearance of Mr. Mobius. I'm assuming this is him right here. Anyway, he's the chairman of the TVA. So check. Well, I hate to say online. Right now, this book is going for $40 to $50 right now. So if you see it, get it. All right. I see Link. How are you doing? I finally got this thing worked out here. All right. Spawn 61. This is the first appearance of Jessica Priest, who becomes She-Spawn later on. If you see this book for a couple of bucks, it's worth getting. All right. Poppy. All right, guys, here's something I came across. It's kind of weird. Although it does go for a little bit of money. This is from Dark Horse. The Thing, #1. I think I got this one for $1, but I think it goes for, I got also issue 2 here. I believe these go for about 20 to 30 bucks a piece. She probably was, but this book right here is her first appearance, as you see right here, obviously. That's her. So this is her first appearance. Cherokee Metal, how are you doing? And also, obviously, everybody knows this book right here is selling like crazy. Kanto, this is the #1 second print. How are you doing, Chad? Yes. Yeah, Berserker #1 second print is going for crazy money right now. I guess on the assumption that it's going to be a short print book, which it probably will be, because the first print, I believe, was in the over 100,000 or hundreds of thousands of issues for the first print. All right, guys, I'm sure you all know about this book right here, along with, this is the obvious one in the house here. This book right here. First print, second print. This one, up until a few months ago, could be had for $20. Everybody knows that. And this one I bought about a month ago for $4. Cheesy, how are you doing? Chad, how are you doing? All right, guys. This one right here, I think, goes for about 50 bucks, maybe a little bit more online, raw. And this one, which is in near mint condition, not really many flaws at all. This one's probably, a 9 something, 9.2, 9.4. I'm guessing this one goes for about $300 right now raw. This one could have been had, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago, for about $20. Because for those who don't know, this book has been optioned. So, and by the way, I up until today, I sold all my number 2s. Number 2 you could have bought 2 weeks ago for, I think it goes for about $10. I found a bunch of them all at a store, found about 5 copies at the store for cover price. And now I put them online the last 2 days. They're all sold at about $60 a piece. Hey, how you doing there, Burju Buketa? Hello from the UK. Hey, hello from Washington, D.C. or D.C. suburbs. There you go, guys. All right, here's a book you guys want to look for too. This is King Thor, issue number 4. I got it for $1, I think. This is the first. This is the variant too, but it's also a regular cover, obviously. This is the first appearance of Sif as the guardian of the Bifrost. And the rumor I heard from, either I heard it somewhere or I read it somewhere, she will be the guardian of the Bifrost, since obviously that Heimdall got killed in the movie. The Kanto crease. I know what you mean. The Kanto crease is, there's a little crease right here, but it's so slight I could probably press it out. And that's the only issue. That's the only crease this book has. This book is insane, and I think that this book will probably go higher. And I know 9/8 right now go for over $1,000. And I know that raw these books go for 300 plus, obviously too. I'm sure you guys know about this book right here, obviously. If you've been watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. So this book got hot. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. This book right now, I think, this one I think I paid $15 for, and now it's going for $50, $60, $70 raw. I'm not sure what it goes for 9/8. I didn't check. All right. And here's a book that's dropped in price a little bit, but I think it's still a good pickup right here. And that is Amazing Fantasy #1 from 2004, I think. And this is the first appearance of Anya Corazon. I think it's a Mark Brooks cover. Anyway, this book, one time you could have bought for not very much. I think it went up to about $80 to $100 raw, and now it's come down, I think, to about 30 or 40 bucks, I think. So, see this book for a decent price. I think it's still worth picking up. All right. Hey, listen, anybody there, if you'd like to, you don't have to. You're welcome to buy a super chat, or you can purchase I believe, a super sticker. I think the stickers are I think they're $2 each and up. And the chats, I believe, are the same thing. It'll highlight your name. It helps support my channel, and I appreciate it. If you could, if you can't, that's fine too. All right. Yeah, Web of Spider-Man 118, the first appearance of Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. In this book, I think these books, I was buying them, I think they were like 20, 30 bucks. And I think they did go up. I think they've since dropped down. So if you see these books for like 20 or 30 bucks raw and they're in great shape, I think they're worth picking up. This is an obviously easy, good spec. You know we're going to see them eventually. And it might be the Spider-Verse. I'm guessing the Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales comic. So if you see this book, probably worth getting. All right. So books you got. Oh, here's some books I picked up this weekend. I went to a show in Annandale, Virginia, Northern Virginia. It's a DC suburb. I managed to find this book right here. How you doing, Phil? Good to see you. Phil, did you want to come on, Phil? I can send you a link if you want to come on to say hi or whatever. I'll talk for a minute or two. If anybody wants to come into the chat, let me know. I'll send you guys a link. But anyway, got this book right here. This is the first appearance of Silk, Cindy Moon, who's I believe is getting her own show. Right now, I recommend getting this book or GT Key Comic. How are you doing? This book right here. Either one's really good to get. This is the, I guess, Humberto Ramos variant. This is a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25. I'm not sure. Oh, Bill? All right. All right. I will. So. Phil, did you get that, Phil? Did you get it? I'm so new at this linking stuff here. Did you get the link? Let's see here. Try it again. Invite. Oh. All right. It doesn't matter. Phil, I'll figure it out sooner or later here. But anyway, guys, back to the comics. All right. So anyway, guys, this book here goes for about $350, I believe, to $400. This one goes for about $800 plus. Anyway, guys, I got the set of these books here. Thanks to Rob at Moving Picture Comics. Thank you, Rob. I got both these books here for $750. Is that a good deal? I think so. I'll try again, Phil. Hold on. All right, let's try this. Invite. Hope that works, Phil. I sent a link. That's a pretty good deal, Cherokee Metal. That was actually not a bad deal. Rob was in a really good mood. I thought it was pretty cool, so I couldn't pass it up. Could not pass it up. All right. And I picked up a couple of books here. Got a pretty good deal on these books too. All right, there he is. There you go, Phil. How are you doing, Phil?
Good. How's it going, buddy?
Great. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, at the show this weekend, I picked up. I already showed you guys these books. Rob was in a really good mood, so you have these books here: the Humberto Ramos and the regular AS4. Yeah, both are $750. Is that a good deal?
You killed him. You killed him, man.
Yeah, I thought so. These are going into the hold. I will sell them eventually, but they're in the hold for right now because I think she is coming to this. She is coming to the Disney, I guess, or the movie screen. I'm not sure which one.
I think it's Amazon, and I think Sony has the rights. And
that's right. I forgot about that. Sony. You're right.
Yeah, and they got some. They got like an Asian actress lined up. That's heavily rumored to get that role. So it's going to be very interesting to see what news comes out, because I think they pushed back Morbius. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know.
All right. Now, Melissa, you have a question. What's that site again? Which site are you referring to? What site? I have somebody asked a question. I'm not sure what she's asking, but anyway, she'll ask a cash question. Also, I got this book here from, where did I get this from? Pop J. This is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 1. And I got these as a group, and I believe I got a bunch of these. He gave me a really good deal on these books here. There's a book here missing, but I believe it was Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur. It says 50, but I didn't pay 50 for it. Secret Avengers number 23, and also Daredevil 271 or 270, First Blackheart, and another book here. I think it ran me like $80.
Damn, Rob is on his game today. What's up, man? I missed out.
Was it? Is it the last show? I see you have a few books there. Are those all X Factor 5s there?
X Factor 6 and X-Men Annual 14s.
All right. I missed a day when I had. I'm not kidding. I had 46 copies of X Factor 6.
That's insane.
Well, that's when I was buying I was buying that and the Man of Steel 18 when they were 2 for $1 because nobody was buying up Apocalypse at one time. This is like 7 or 8 years ago. Before the movie came out, it might have been 10 years ago. I was buying Man of Steel 18 when it was like 3 for $1. I would go to shows, get dollar bins, and people they had them in their 50-cent quarter bins. I'd buy them up, and the same thing with X Factor 6.
Man, I just love this cover. It's just amazing. So first full Apocalypse, right? So
yes. So I was buying all these books before Key Collector even started. I was buying all these books I thought were at the time really cheap. I mean, the books I did for example, FF 45. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, First Inhumans.
All right. I went to Wizard Chicago in 2000 and I want to say 12 or 2011. A guy had not a whole long box. He had a long box of Fantastic Four. He must have had 30 copies of 45. I think they were like $10 or $15 each. And I passed up on them. At that time, they weren't popular.
Everything was cheap back then. Not so much anymore.
I know. And what else do I have here? Oh, this book is actually probably a good book to get also. This is DC Young Justice 1. This is a variant. I believe this is the first appearance of, I think she's Teen Lantern, I think.
Yeah, that was Steve Horn's pick on the Pro Spec 10 list.
Yes, I saw that. Actually, I saw this with, I saw either, it was actually, I was watching Mercenaut and he mentioned his book. So I bought it that moment. He talked about it. So.
It's a cool cover. Let people see the fist that she's throwing out there.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Book, at the time, this book was $13 shipped. X Factor 50 is my favorite cover. I wonder what cover that is. 50. What's 50? What's X Factor 50? What cover is that? I don't recall, but
yeah, me neither.
Anyway, this book actually, I think what happened was it was going for something at one time. Then it dropped down to about $10 or so. And now it's going for, I think it's since gone back up again. I think it's a $30 plus book, I think now though, because it's her first appearance. She's a new Lantern. And I believe she's going to be in some series I saw, I think too. I think it comes out on Wednesday, I think too. So if you see this book here, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend it. And what else do I have here? You got anything to show, Phil?
Oh no. Not right now. Right now. Just
okay.
This.
All right. I can always
just hanging out. Give you some color.
All right, I got some more books here. Oh, here's a book I want to show. I showed this on the previous cast. Now I'm showing it today I was showing it today on Sean Lim, Slim's Comics and More. How you doing, Louis? Louis the 13th. Hey, Chip, how you doing? Good to see you again. I was in a live cast earlier today. That's why I recognize some of the names here. Hey, guys. This book here I mentioned earlier today, but I want to show it to Phil. This book right here. You know about this book, right?
Yeah.
What's special about this book?
So that was on my back 9 column on CBSI, I think, Josias Ocampo. And you were talking about, that was his pick. And it's got a very strange first appearance in that. She's
It does. It
she's a
does.
sister, right?
No. Okay, this is X-Men, the worst X-Men ever. By the way, in my community tab, say on YouTube, I put up a poll for the worst mutant power, and so far, he's winning right now. This is Bailey Hoskins. His power is he can self-detonate, but he can only do it once. Now, his first appearance is in issue number 1. This is issue 3. Liefeld McFarlane cover. Oh, okay. He said his favorite, say issue 50. Okay, gotcha. Well, anyway, guys, this book has Miranda. Now, she is not in 616. She's like, I guess this is like a different universe or different, or whatever. She is the most powerful mutant in all of Marvel Comics. Her powers are the power to, what do you call it? Oh, she can make people, she can wish them out of existence. And the cool thing about her powers are, her powers will not affect the time, what's it called, the time, the continuity or whatever, where whatever she does won't affect the past or the future, which is pretty cool. And anyway, the funny running joke she had was, the X-Men have had many reboots, or Spider-Man's had a couple of reboots. Yep. She basically said that she goes, that was me. She's able to her powers are oh, by the way, she is, the Omega level mutants, right?
Yeah, they were quite popular 2 years ago.
They're the most powerful mutants. Like Franklin Richards is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. She is the only Omicron level mutant, which Beast came up with. Beast, and the reason why I came with that name was because it sounded ominous. She's the only one who can. What's the term called? She's the only one who can basically make. She can erase anybody from existence and then bring him back if she wants to, and no one will ever know. So anyway. What the next comic here? These are hot right now too. I've sold a couple of these too. X-Men 4.
You think it's gonna happen? He's gonna show up.
Whether it is or not, these books are hot right now. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Where? I don't know. But right now, this book is hot. If anybody sees this book for about $20 or so, it's probably worth picking up, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I bought this one yesterday, actually. I bought this one. I went to Mark's, Mark's sale. I bought this book right here.
Yeah.
This was, where is it? 50 minus 30% off, so it's like $35 plus tax. So these books here, I'm not sure if these are hot or not, but this is the TVA book here, Fantastic Four Annual 27. It's got a bunch of cameos of the characters in the Time Variance Authority. Hey, how you doing there? How you doing, Dave? Mark Victor Comics. Anyway, he is the. Let me do this. How you do this here? There you go. Anyway, he is the. This book here. I believe it goes for about. This book could be had for usually $1. I believe it's going for about $20 right now. I think. Phil?
I'm not sure. I thought it was maybe like $10 or $15. I'm not sure last I checked, but
yeah,
something like that.
I believe it. Yeah, it's going for. Let's see. I look real quick now. For annual 27, it's listing for 30, 50, 30, 40. Wow, it's 60. What? I didn't know that. 42. Let me see what they're selling for. That's what they're listing it for. It's selling for. Hold on. Searching. All right, got 31 results. All right, here we go. A 5.5 sold for 20. So this book's going for 35, 22, 25, 20. This is all in March, though. Is there anything recently? The last sale was a 5.5 for $20. And March 28th for $35. So it's going for about $25, $30. Does that sound about right, Bill?
The Loki trailer just dropped, so I guess people are trying to test to see if they can get that price.
Well, that's what they're selling for. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Sean's on here. Hey, how you doing, Sean? I finally got it to work. I realized what I was doing wrong now. All right, let's see here. What else do I have here to show? And by the way, Phil, this is not going to be a super long stream either. 2 hours is way too long.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit longer, Rob, and then I'm gonna have to get out. Okay.
That's fine. Oh, you doing Off-World Adam? How are you doing? Sean, good to see you. Did I miss anybody here? Everybody's here. All right, we have here. Everybody knows about this one. This is Spider-Man Miles Morales 6. And this is the first full appearance of Starling. This is the second print. This goes for roughly the same price as the first print, right? Does that sound about right, Phil?
Which is how much? Like $40?
I mean, it was like $20-$30 or in that range, I think.
The first print is $40 right now.
Oh, it is? Okay, that's surprising. Let me see. They got my curiosity up and check it out here. Miles Morales.
So did you sell all your copies of Infinity Comics, or do you still have a bunch?
What book?
That one that you're holding right now. You still got a bunch?
No, I kept these. I kept all these. I have all 50. I have all 50, guys. I have all 50 of these.
50?
Yeah. We have a 9.6 here for 129. Okay, it's 40, 45. You're right. Okay, the book. I see. That's what they're asking for. We're asking between 50 and 45 bucks, but it's selling for. Okay. I'm getting our Ultimate Fallout 4s here. But anyway, guys, if you guys see this book for cover price, get it. Or 20 bucks. It's worth picking up. And let's see here. Anyway, guys, we have what else do we have here? Also, this one right here, we got Action Comics for $8.94. We got a really cool cover appearance of Death here in continuity. Not our first appearance, but this is, I believe, one of our first cover appearances. There's also a really cool 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 cover. This one here goes for what, 20, 30 bucks, I guess?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it trades. You know, people want that book, and I don't think they've casted I think you mentioned before they haven't casted Death yet. So
okay. So if you guys see this book here for, for roughly around 20 bucks, it's probably worth picking up just in case. It's called FOMO, people. Better get it. Here's one right here that I think is worth getting. This one has actually come down in price. This book at one time I think it goes for about $10 or $15 right now. Spider-Man 2, #1, first Miles Morales from Earth 616, Evil Miles, who later on becomes Ultimatum. We all know about Miles Morales issue number. Miles Morales Spider-Man 10. It's worth picking up. And Phil has about 20 copies, right?
No, I don't. I have maybe 1 or 2. That's it.
I thought you had more than that because when I saw you had a whole rack of them or something.
No, not me. I was a little bit too late on the Miles spec. Yeah.
Well, there's also many variants of this book too. So, what we got here? Hey, Stephen, how are you doing? How you doing there in the UK? Good to see you. And then there's this book right here. This is the third print of Canto, #1. This book I picked up. I guess I got this about a month and a half ago. This book was, I guess, $4, and now it goes for about 20 or 30 bucks, I guess.
More than that.
Well, 30 or 40, I guess. Then that's what it goes.
More than that.
You're kidding.
It's hit 50. It's about 75.
This one's 50 bucks.
It's hit 50 right now.
Empire Comics, how are you doing there? Good to see you. Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's amazing. That is amazing. I can't believe that. This book I got here, I believe I got this from Mike from Shazam Comics for $1. This is New X-Men 145. Yes, it is. This one is the origin of Captain America as Weapon 1, I believe, too. I remember your buddy there, Mr. Longshort, said this is a book he's stocking up on right now.
Oh yeah, he did. Yep,
This
that's
book
his book.
is where I believe they meet in World War II, I think. So, guys, if you see this book for a cover or less, it might be worth picking up, right? And this next book here is where it gets weird. I'm not sure about this book, but I bought a couple copies, and that's this book right here, Falcon Winter Soldier #1. And this is the first appearance of the Natural, who's a character. It's kind of strange. He's a really big fan of Captain America, but I think he's a college age kid too. He beats the crap out of both these characters right here with no powers. Somehow he's able to beat them up really, really badly. I mean, this book got kind of popular recently. I'm not sure where it is now, but this book went from cover to about, I think, $20 overnight. So there's I also got a variant here too, a regular variant, Falcon Winter Soldier 1. You see it for cover, just for spec, it might be worth picking up. This might be a season 2 character for all you know too. Then we have Invincible here, Invincible issue 44. This is the controversial issue. Excuse me. This is the controversial issue right here. This is Anissa. What we got here? Oh, it's Stan here. Okay, Stan. Okay. We have here. Oh, he's talking to. He's talking to Empire Comics. All right. So you've been collecting comics for 46 years, huh? So you've been collecting comics since I guess the late 70s, I guess, or mid 70s. So anyway, this character here did something really awful in issue number 110. Stephen asked a question here. Where is it? All right, Phil, here you go. See the question, Phil?
Yeah. How many comics do you both have in your private collection? I've got a lot of comics, can't decide whether to sell them now, sell them off for just key issues. Yeah, so I collect a very I'm pretty much very tight on my own private collection. I probably only have like maybe 10 or 20 books that are considered like I want to keep, and that's it. You can't get married to these books if you want to make money out of these and not and have all the windows of opportunity, right, to sell. Like, you just have to be able to be like, okay, this is kind of cool to have it for now, and then just let it go. So, but it's also not a bad thing to hoard as well. But yeah, I mean, I think I have like maybe 8,000 comics, maybe. I don't know, not a ton, not as much as some other people do. I try to keep it tight, you know. How about you, Rob?
As far as I go, here's my opinion. Right now, I have about 70 or 80 comics in my private collection. That being said, my collection evolves over time. You know how your tastes change over time. Sometimes a book, after a while, a book no longer interests me. I've sold my collections the last couple years, and my first love are Golden Age comics. I sold some books I'll never be able to get again. I had some really good. One second. I had some really good books that I will never get back to. These books are. I paid thousands of dollars for these books. Now they're worth tens of thousands of dollars. For example, I had a lot of Captain America Timely books that I wish I kept at least one of them, but I got such a good price for them. It was one of those deals you couldn't refuse type offers. I sold them all. But there are some books I really do regret that I'll never see again. Maybe I'll do a video of books I used to have. I regret it selling. But good question, though. Good question.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with cashing out now. And then if you really want, I mean, if there's something that you really want, if you want to cash out, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong at all. As a matter of fact, for me, I sell books so I can. But the reason why I do this YouTube channel is to show everyone what books are. I try to get ahead of the curve and what books are popular to get in the future. So I know by the time the Key Collector app or Phil tells everybody on CBSI what's hot, it's too late. So I try to tell people, like, I've been talking about Canto since this first came out in 2018, and I've sold books to buy other books, so I have no problem with that. If I said taste change. There's a book you like, and it goes in value, it goes in value a lot. You may find a new love, a new book you like, and you may sell something to get that book. That's how I usually work it. I mean, I don't have a permanent collection. My collection is always evolving to whatever I feel like getting in the future. But there's a few books I do regret selling. I wish I hadn't sold. Never look back. There you go, Carl. You said it right here.
What's
Never
up, Carl?
And Carl, you want to hop on the stream, Carl?
Yeah, I mean, everything is, like you said, everything's evolving all the time with the comic market. So, I mean, honestly, like, yeah, people ask me, "Oh, do you regret selling this and regret selling this, regret selling that?" But it's like, I mean, who knows when something's just gonna blow up, like Giant Size X-Men 1 or X-Men 1. But most of the time, I'm like, all right, 95% of the time, I don't regret it, and we do our best to try to sell at peaks, and, you know. So
look at this right here. You see this little comment right here?
I hope they're not all like Conan the Barbarian books.
No. When I say that, Phil, believe it or not, there are people who would buy that. I mean, whatever you think might not be popular, you would be shocked what. There's always a market for stuff like that. Stephen.
Yeah.
All I can say is, if you want to sell, it isn't that hard. Now are you in the UK or are you not in the UK? I forgot. Are you in the States or are you in the UK? Because if you're interested in selling, there's a lot of people who would buy. If you want to sell not all your books, but they want to sell your books you don't like, there's always a market for that. Yeah, Stephen says he sold Star Wars runs he wish he never did. You know, Stephen, he's in the UK, so okay, it might be kind of hard to ship them over here then, I guess. But I'm sure in the UK, you have people like, I wouldn't necessarily sell to a store. They'll give you not very much for it. But look for somebody who buys collections who will give you a decent price for them. Because remember, you own your possessions. Your possessions should never own you. I learned that pretty learned that recently. You should always own your possessions. Don't let them own you. If they're becoming a burden, move on if you want to. I've gotten rid of a lot at my house here. I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I've sold collectibles off. I used to have a lot more stuff than this, guys. So it's full time on eBay. There you go. That's awesome. So that's perfect. Then just keep doing that. Keep doing that, Stephen. That's perfect. Anyway, back to the books here. You guys know about this book right here?
Robin's spending some money, man.
Well, actually, I got this from Barbarian Comics. I've got this. I think I've got this. I did a trade with Tom. Thanks, Tom. By the way, Tom. Oh yeah, I still have Tom's books here. I forgot about that. They're still here. For those who don't know, these books I guess they've been about 2 weeks. I guess. Got this book right here. This book right here. This book right here. What else do I have here? Oh, 1 second. Tom. There. Do that. Second, guys. Prices up. There we go. All right, here we go. This here. That there. Another one of these. One of these. And one of these. These books have been in my possession for the last 2 weeks. I hope Tom forgot about them. I know he hasn't, but I hope he does. Thanks, Tom.
Rob. All right, Rob. I'm gonna jump off. I'll just see you in the comments. All right.
All right, Phil. I'll see you. Thanks for coming on, Phil. I appreciate you. You're my first guest.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime.
Thanks for being my first guest. I appreciate it. That is cool.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Phil. All right, guys. Rob is flexing now. Yes, these are Tom's books that he may never see again. Thanks, Tom. All right, put these here to get these in order here. So, yeah. Thanks, Tom, for all the books. What does Werewolf by Night in about a 7.5, maybe 8.0 go for nowadays? I have no idea. So let's put these away in the, I hope we forgot them drawer. All right, Carl, good to see you. All right, guys, what else do I have here? So I already showed you this one, I believe. And here's a book you may want to look for also. I got this one at auction. This is the first appearance of, I think, Mandalore the Ultimate. Hey, Bad Adventure, how you doing? It is, Mark? Wow. So, and this may have to do with Boba Fett. This is first Mandalore the Ultimate, I think. So, it's an interesting book. Wasn't cheap either. All right. It's good to see you too, Carl. I finally got this StreamYard to work finally. And also, where was I? Oh, here's a book you may want to pick up also. This is Fantastic Four issue 570. This is the first appearance, probably a cameo, of the, and 571 is probably the first full appearance, the Council of Reeds. And it shows, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. It shows all of his counterparts from different realities or different universes. It's pretty cool because that's something somebody mentioned we may see in a future, FF movie or something. Now, here is one of my favorite reads here. Oh, Carl did really well, Carl. I'm glad you asked. Picked up these too. I don't really show action figures on my channel very much. I did get these guys right here. You know about these guys? I guess these are comic related, I guess. And this one right here with Gleep missing an eye. You see that? But it has everybody else though, so there's that. I got these from Cards, Comics, and Collectibles this weekend. They were all half off. Couldn't pass it up. There's that. That was my buy of the week. Very cheap. They go for a lot in better shape. So there's that. Oh, here's one of my favorite comics to read right here. This will never be optioned, I guarantee it. This is a free comic book day book, but this is a series with Avatar Press Comics. This is one of the coolest stories you ever read. Absolution. Has anybody ever heard this story before? Oh, Carl, I only got 2 comics. I picked up the they're right here. Hold on. Got a question about comics I picked up at the sale this weekend. Where are they? They are right. Not there. You know what? Here they are right here. I got this book right here. Sorry. Star Wars Tales 24. This is the first appearance of Darth Nihilus or Nihilus or whatever. And also another Darth character too. This one was 30% off the price. So the asking price was $125 minus 30%, which was $87 plus tax. So got that. And I picked up the Flash 92, First Impulse. Got that book too. Now I got this book right here. This is the first comic where you have a superhero who goes serial killer. You get tired. This character, I forget his name. They get tired of villains or criminals getting out of jail, so he decided to take it upon himself to stop crime. Anyway, really good read. I mean, with the regular series. This is just a free comic book day book. Guess what? Those toys were really okay. They're really expensive. I know that they go for like under this box is jacked up, but if you go on eBay and see what they go for, you understand. Those are about $100 a piece for each of those. I'm sorry, less than $100 each for each of those toys. They go for $250 plus per box. So, and they're hard. They came out in 2003, and they were kind of hard to find. Even when I saw them, they were like over $100, or like straight away when it came out. So, and they're even more now. So, what else do I have here? So this book here, this probably will never be option, but it's a really good read. Not for kids, obviously. Okay. I'm sure you all know about this book right here, obviously. It says right there, right here, last issue. This book got really hard to find. It's really expensive. I'm not sure it goes for a 9.8. This is not 9.8, by the way. This goes for a lot of money now. I know that. So if you see this book for sale and it's not crazy, it's probably worth getting. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? All righty. What else do I have here? Oh, this book is also, oh, by the way, I got this book. It came with this book here, too. And Sean got this book in 9.8 today. Sean, great. Sean had a really, if you guys get a chance, you have to watch Slim Comics some more, this live stream today. And also, sub to him, too. Where is he? Where are you, Sean? Here you go. Everybody go to Slim's. Slim is almost about to break 500 subs. Go to his channel, sub him up, like him up. I was on his live stream today, and we had a blast. And good guy, and I couldn't recommend anybody more to watch his. He has great books. He had 8. He had an 8 box CDC box come in today, and he had 6 out of 8 came back 9.8, and one of the 9.8s is this book right here, which is pretty cool. And this is the first appearance of a lot of characters too, by the way. Sorry, Steven, I didn't mean to rub it in. No, but there are certain issues. Like I said, I never, the 107 for a long time was worthless. That was another book, even issue number 1, Star Wars number 1 from the 77 series or 78 series. That book was like a $5 book for a long time, up until the last 10 years. What's this, Chris? Lucky. Guys, I'm going to be sending some books to CGC. The last time I sent a book, usually, guys, when I do CGC, I tend to do it on site at Baltimore or maybe another show at least. Because they have on site at Baltimore Comic Con. They also have on site, believe it or not, at the Awesome Con in DC, which I thought was pretty cool. So I think they did. So I tend to get my books graded on site because I can get it back that same that weekend. You don't have to worry about, there's no shipping price. Of course, they do charge more for on site, but at least you can do it right there. Yeah, I got to do a submission soon. Me too, Dave. I got to do a submission also. So wait, what's it, Steven? When I sold the runoff, they sold for next to nothing. 35 pounds for issue 1. When was this recently or this years ago? Because that book for a long time was not worth. I remember back in the 90s, early 2000s. Number 1 was like a $5 book or less. Same thing as She-Hulk number 1. I bought 77 copies of She-Hulk #1, the first series from 1980, for like $1.10 each. 2 years ago. Well, you know what? I understand that wasn't too long ago, but remember one thing. About a year or so ago, I was picking up Star Wars ones that were like in mid-grade or better. I'm not sure what grade yours was in, but I was buying them for $50 or less still. So, favorite comic series? All right, Department of Truth, guys. All right, here's where it goes as far as that goes. My Department of Truth goes. Excuse me. Let me do this. Where is it? Any of the variants. Here's the deal. If you want to go cheap on the Department of Truth spec, I would say, like, recently they came out with the 4th print for #1. I got about 6 copies of that. I don't know what it goes for now. Let me see what it goes for real quick. If it's still available, let me check something real quick. Let me go here. It's last time I checked, it was still available for cover. And let me check here. Department of Truth 1 4th print. It has a different colored cover. It's black and white. It looks an awful lot like the cover to there's another issue I have. It's upstairs. I'm not gonna go upstairs right now. It's called the Proof of Concept cover. The Proof of Concept cover runs about $300. And Department of Truth 4th print is, let's see here. Oh, there's a Momoka variant. It goes for a lot. Let's see here. Okay. Well, you know what? It's still It's still available for cover price plus shipping. So with one guy, I sold a ton of them. I know that. So if you want to get that one, that's probably a cheap entry, because I know right now the 2nd and 3rd prints are going for like $10 plus, maybe even 15 plus. So as far as variants go, anything #1, I have the 1 in 10. I believe that's the secret variant. It's the guy who shot Kennedy. What's his name again? I forgot already. If you got his name, but anyway, his S1 secret variant. That one goes for about $100 right now, and I think it's kind of stabilized or even come down some. I have that one. That's a good cover. As far as you don't want to buy some, there's some of the variants I don't really care for. They're not worth a lot right now. But there's also the issue 2 variant, the one that has the demon character hovering over a plate with a baby on it. That one is gross and obscene, but it goes for a lot of money, 9.8 right now. I think raw it goes for about $150 to $200 raw, and it goes for over $1,000. That's what people are asking for, at least, in 9.8. So that's one too. Keep your eye on. Favorite comic series? Gosh, right now I like a couple. I really liked Fear Case. I like the first series of Kanto. I like Prodigy. My favorite series is probably Prodigy right now. I for those who don't know, I now have 61 copies of Prodigy #1. I found a guy online. I did a live stream on it. I did a video where I told the people that it was available for $1 a piece. This is a book I bought probably about a year and a half ago. I since sold them all. I did my first big sale. They were like, at the time, I think they were like a couple dollars each. But I found a seller who had 100 copies. So I bought 50 copies. Some came damaged. He sent me a few more. And that is probably my favorite series right now, is Prodigy. As far as a read, it's also been optioned by Netflix. That book, I think, if you read the first issue, it's a hook. You'll be hooked. It's about a character called Edison Crane. Won't get into it, but it's an incredible story. And it's I think it's Mark. Was it Mark Millar? Yeah, the guy who created Kick-Ass. and some other stories. So it has been an option, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I think if it's as good as I think it's going to be, yeah. All right. Let's see here. A lot of questions here to answer. G.I. Joe is a really good series, and I wish I had bought more number ones when they were. That book was nothing for a long time too. No, number one, a 9.8 goes for, was it $2,000 now? I think, which is insane. I remember seeing copies. Those are dollar books for a long time, also, even in great shape. Yeah, Stephen, Toys R Us. Is there still a Toys R Us available in the UK? Because the ones here, I think there's, believe it or not, I think there's a Toys R Us in Canada, I think. For my Canadian members, if you're here, let me know if they're still available in Canada. I think they are. So, but here they're gone. By the way, guys, the Star Wars, Toys R Us actually started in Washington, D.C. in the Adams Morgan neighborhood. It's actually, the original store is gone, but it's actually now it's actually a bar club in Washington, D.C. For those who don't know, you can Wikipedia it. But the first Toys R Us started in Washington, D.C. off of 18th Street. Black Adams do I have? I don't know if I have any at all. Silver coin. What's silver coin? I do have a silver coin here. Where is it? I have this one. I got this at the show, guys. I can find it here. I do have one coin here. I think it's pretty cool. That's why I mentioned that. Oh boy, everything's buried here now. Where is that? Where is that coin? It has. Oh, I do have, guys. I do have this, guys. You know what this is right here? You know what this is? What comic this belongs to? Yep. Exo Manowar ring from Valley. Here it is, guys. I found it. This is went out silver coin, guys. Fine silver. Canada. Ossie, how are you doing there, Ossie? Yeah, the Oswald. Oh no, Louis the 13th. You put it back? It goes. Wait a second. Let's wait a second here. Okay, that's understandable. This one right here is when it gets me. It's that much in raw. I didn't know that. I paid for that one. Actually, I got the number 2, 1 in 25. I got it for $10. I got bought because the cover was so extreme. I had to get it. What's this? Yeah, people do want a lot, but right now comics are really hot right now. As a matter of fact, Stephen, sports cards, non-sports cards, and comics are on fire right now. So that's why I started selling some books. I haven't sold on eBay in a long time. Well, in months. So it's a long time for me. And I do some shows sometimes too to free up some cash to buy some more or better books. Oh wow! Only in Canada and only one store in the UK. Let's see here. Good to see you, Ossie. No, I have not seen the Loki trailer yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it when I get a moment. Dora73, how are you doing? Daryl, thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. If anybody wants to, they can either buy a super sticker or a super chat to help support my small channel. I appreciate it. If you can't, don't worry about it. But it will highlight you in the feed, and it will go toward helping me get more gear for the channel, make it better, guys. So I have to pay. Well, I'm not trying to give a plea or anything, but YouTube is free. But the stuff besides the comics, services I use for music and things, I have to pay a monthly fee for that stuff. So just a heads up. Money. What does money mean? What does that mean, Stephen? Money? And by the way, the super stickers, I think they're $2 each. It gives you an emoji or whatever you call it, a little emoji. And the super stickers will bring you to the top of the will highlight your name. But I think they go from $2, which I think the more you pay for the super chat, the longer your name is highlighted. I think it goes from $2 up to $500, but no one spent $5. I've seen people I've seen chats where people will actually pay $205 for the chat. I love. But if you're talking about the two, actually, I have a lot of comics. I will not show you guys. I will not show you guys and ladies on YouTube because they're really cool covers, but they're really, really, really bad. I mean, they're really extreme covers. And these are actually I have books that I won't show you guys because I think they're pretty rough. Let's put it that way. And they are from Avatar Press. And it's not for nudity or anything, just that they're really extreme covers. They're from what books were they from? Oh, that series called Crossed. Really? I have a copy here somewhere. Stephen, this book right here, Stephen. This is the book. Yes, that one. Yes. Yes, that's the one. No, there's a kicker. It's not what you think. It's not. They actually had some series, not the regular covers. They actually had some covers that were like over the top. And some of these books actually go for a lot of money, by the way, too. You'd be surprised. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm gonna send you something soon, Dave. I appreciate it. New Comic Book Day, Geiger 1. Now, Carl, what books are going for $700? You're saying this goes for $700 now? You're saying this one goes? That is crazy. That is crazy. Dave, I appreciate it. That's cool. If you guys ever want to do that, I appreciate it. If you can't, that's fine too. Yeah, studio. I need to get the studio fixed up. Actually, guys, I'm gonna repaint the walls too. I'll make them a different color so it looks better here. What color should I paint? Should I paint them white? I have to paint them a dark color white. This is right now. My studio is gray right now. I want to try something different, guys. I don't think gray is a great color for your studio. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I know that. I know who that is. Yes. Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I saw Geiger too, and I need to look at that series too, guys. There's so many books to get there that are out there right now. The stories are all awesome. By the way, I put up laugh. I put up a poll on my community tab, and I said, "What do you guys prefer?" I don't remember what I prefer. I said, "What comic companies have the best stories?" I said, "Marvel and DC or independent." And last time I checked, where was I? Last time I checked on that, this really is hilarious. Last time I checked that it came back like 80-20. Independents have better stories than check here real quick. Go to community. I'll show you guys right now. All right, here we go. Check this out. This is hilarious. Here it is. Oh, probably can't see it because it's too dark. Let's do this. Bring it down. All right. Let's do this. What comic books have better stories today? If you can't see it, sorry. Well, what it says here is what comic books have better stories. I put Marvel and DC, which got 24%. Independent comics got 76%. So independent comics have better stories than Marvel and DC, which actually is true, by the way. Actually is true. So what we got here? Yeah, Dave, me too. I love. There's so many really cool stories. I'm sure we're going to see a movie sometime soon. So if you guys, the best way to find out about what comics are spec on, guys, I read comics. I don't read them all, but I do read certain ones. I watch a lot of you guys from YouTube, and I take your advice sometimes. And as far as Kanto goes, I did read that on the Key Collector app about the book being interesting, and so I read it. I liked it, and I started buying more of them. So. Well, Stephen, you probably don't want to keep it somewhere where it's really hot. Now, really cold is fine. Really hot is bad. Really hot and humid is bad. Believe it or not, cold is better. So if your loft is on the main floor, I guess it's probably okay. If it's upstairs in the attic or whatever, it might not be the best in the world, I guess. Carl, wait, here you go. This is actually a good idea. I'm taking that idea. It's a good idea. Carl, I'm going to take that idea. Let's see. I'm going to steal it. Got it. That's a good idea. It's a great question, too, by the way. All right. What's this, Stephen? Haven't read those, but Dead Rabbit. Oh, Dead Rabbit. I know about Dead Rabbit. I used to have some of the books. I haven't read it. I sold them before I read it, but is it really good? I think Killer Would Be Killed. Okay, I've not read that one either, but I think I've heard that one too. So, LOL. Anyway, guys, what else do I have here? Oh, I got this one also. I got this at a show. I got this, believe it or not, I got this for $50. It says 85, but I got it for 50, I think. I bought him as a group, and the guy I bought him from I forgot who it was right top of my head right now. This one came out to about $50, I believe. This one's like in very fine condition. I'm taking $50 as a decent price, I guess, for Black Mask. Okay, all right. Carl, I'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by and say hi. Okay, next time we want Carl on the chat next time. Okay, Carl. All right, Stephen. Kickstarter good moment called Monster MD. You will love Kill or Be Killed. All right, I'll check it out. If I see it at the store, I'll check it out. Oh, by the way, I came across this too, guys. This is unusual. This is a tracker dollar, I think, or something. A tracking dollar or something. You guys ever see anything like this? You guys ever see anything like this before? A tracking dollar? You guys. Now, from what I gather, as far as Dr. Huggenstein, I think I could be wrong. I think the first big show might be Wizard Chicago. That's at least from what and that's supposed to be June, mid-June, I think. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to cons again too, guys. I mean, I'm hungry for cons, just like you guys are. Oh, comic boxes. You mean like this? Those comic boxes, those are made of hard plastic by BCW. I got those. I think I got the con. The guy had them for like they were $15 each, and they normally go for about 20, I think. And I was like, I'll take. I have about of these. I got about 20 of these, I think. Yeah, about 20 of these. Yeah, about 20 of these. I know. I'm just teasing. I know. I'm just teasing. I know you said. I know they're cardboard ones. You know they also make the plastic one. I mean, not the hard plastic. They actually have another one that's actually really good. And they are. Yeah. And they also make these also in CGC boxes, and they also have these as long boxes. Those long boxes must be incredibly heavy. The only problem with these boxes right here are they do want to come apart. So if you want to, I haven't done it yet, is to glue them so they won't come apart anymore. These things tend to, you put too much pressure on them, they will come apart because they're, I believe it's four or five pieces of whole these are made of. So I may have to glue them. But if you want to get something that's, my friend Rob uses the corrugated cardboard plastic style boxes. Believe it or not, they're actually not cheap. They run about the same price as these actually. So, but they're more malleable and they won't come apart as easily. But these are really good for storage, I think. Okay, that's probably true. Yeah, that's right. The cardboard boxes, the older ones, right, are tougher. We know how it is nowadays. Everything is made cheaply, so that's why they don't last very long. So it doesn't surprise me. Everything was made better. Everything was tougher, made better in the old days. Remember, like in the old days when everything was made of asbestos. It was way stronger than it is now. Of course, asbestos is really dangerous nowadays too. But no, joking aside, no, everything. A lot of things in the old days were really tough. Now everything is, falling apart. Got this book too. Got this for $50 also, guys. Guys, any like books like this book years ago it's not a rare book, but it's a great cover. I actually bought this, guys. I bought this book when it came out, believe it or not, new when it came out in the old days. And this book is any of these books now, whether it be Wolverine Limited Series #1 or Hulk 340, they're all like they all got really expensive. I saw a Hulk 340, CGC 5.5. They go for about $100 now, believe it or not. That book would have been a $10 book or a $20 book. Now it's a $100 book now, believe it or not. And this one is, I got it for 50. It says 90. It's probably more like $150 right now, I think, if I had to guess. That's how comics are nowadays. They've gone crazy. What do we got here? That's filing cabinet for your best books. A great idea. I think it's probably a really good idea. The new one, yeah, the new one, the new is never as good as the old books, so that's probably why. Really? Does it work? I mean, is it still work? That's actually pretty. Believe it or not, guys, if it's an electronic, which it obviously is, and then it's been taken care of, it probably still does work in the 50s. There's a lot of things in the 50s that still work really well. So then that didn't surprise me. note has a star next to the serial number. What comic is that? Yeah. You know what, Chris? This book is really got expensive. I mean, it says 90, but I got it for 50. And these books have really gotten crazy. I mean that too. They've this book would have been, this book is in, so look at it here, no creases at all. I haven't looked at the back yet. But this book would normally be like about a $90 book. Now this book is probably double price, believe it or not. They've gotten more expensive. The stuff we used to laugh at, for example, look at X-Men 282 or 283, the first appearance of Bishop, a book that in 9.8 would cost, last time I checked, I haven't checked that book in a long time. To me, that was like a $30, $50, I'm sorry, it was a $50 book. Now 9.8s go for over $400 now. Books we used to laugh at, those books, it's over. They've all gone crazy. Books we used to laugh at, I can't believe. X-Men 4, which is a neat book, not rare, is going for $50 raw and high grade and 400 plus in 9.8. So keep that in mind. Now, all right. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what right now, Phil. That kind of money, there's two I'd buy right now, and I couldn't get the Crow number 1 9.8 because that goes for like triple that price right now. What about Alien number 1 9.8? Does that go for that much, or is it more or less, or about that price? But right now, Alien number 1, I would probably go for that book for $2,000. Off the top of my head right now. It's a classic, iconic movie. At least the first two. The other ones are all junk, in my opinion. The first two Alien movies were awesome. Alien and Aliens. So that's where I'd put $2,000 right now. I mean, I could always say I could go through and buy like a bunch of these. You can buy a bunch of these too, or maybe bone one and maybe not high grade, but Alien number 1 and 9.8 right now would be something I probably would get. If I could buy Crow number 1 again for 9.8, but Crow number 1 and 9.8 is like $6,000 now, so that's too late. You got to be kidding me! Really? You got caught copy tracing from the toy? Not good. Yeah, Phil. I would probably get Alien 1 9.8. That's if I can go with one book. I'd love to buy the Crow number 1. You could have bought it a couple years ago for that price, but now it's too late. I think a 9.6 goes for like 2,000 plus, and I think I've seen like 9.0s going for over $1,000. But if I had to go for a book, I'd probably get Alien 1 and 9.8 if it's $2,000. That's what I'd buy. All right, Colonel Angus. I didn't know that. So Deadpool 2. That was X-Force number 2. Okay. I guess I'll be buying some X-Force 2s, right? Huh? Canto 1's over $1,200. I'm assuming in CGC 9.8, not raw, right? It can't be raw. It has to be graded. If that's a raw price, I'll sell mine right now. But it's probably 9.8, I'm assuming. Yeah, 9.8 exactly. Yeah. That's actually, guys. I'll tell you right now, guys and gals. Now you feel crazy, but I think at $300, it still might be. This is not the bottom floor for this book. If you can't get this one, then get this one right here. This one here, Phil said this book was probably about $50 plus. I know it hurts, but if this movie or show, whatever it's going to be, is as good as the story is, these books are going to be cheap. I know it's a lot. So I know it's a lot to pay for a book like this, but this book is going to be insane. If it's as good as I think, if it's as good as I think it's going to be. So here, what's this here? Oh boy, really? That's insane. That's insane. That is who does that? Who does that? Caught tracing the. And Phil, what hit 100 now? You said $100 for what now? Are you saying this book right here had $100 raw, or is that just graded? This one is in near mint. There's no flaws. You mentioned you think it's not. I know it's not this book, obviously. So it's got to be this book right here, right? Really? You got to be kidding me! For $100 raw? Oh my God! Really? That's incredible. That's incredible. Wow. Raw. Wow, for $100. GT Key Comics says all of it. Now, GT Key Comics, how many did you have one complete run, or do you have a couple copies? Let me know. What issues did you have? I sold. Check it out, guys. I had 5 copies of number 2. I listed between. Was it Saturday? Well, today's Monday and Sunday. Listed all of them. They're all gone. I put $60 a piece on them. I thought it was kind of funny. They all sold. 2 went to Canada. The other ones went to around the U.S., Florida, I think California, and somewhere else, Iowa. So I sold. What's this, Phil? Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna say that's a lot for. Although, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this book has 6,000 and I think 300, 400 copies ordered. And remember, most of these books are damaged. So this one has one issue. It can probably be pressed out, but most of them were damaged. So there aren't a ton that are in high grade. And this one, there's 3,000 copies ordered. And of course, the 4th print has 2,000 and I think 100 copies ordered. So it's not a high print run book. And if the movie or TV show, whichever one, or maybe both, or who knows what, comes out, and then I'm sure in the near future, because it has been optioned by, I believe, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's studio, for development. Should be interesting. All right, questions here. Now, do you have a lot of number 1s, 2, 3? Because we went to issue 6. Obviously, 1 sold for the most, right? Yes, guys, I do sell on eBay, and I'll show you. I'll show you my. I'll write down the name of my eBay. Where's my pencil here? There you go. It is. So I'll be listing more books later on, guys. Also, if you're interested on anything I have, I'm also on Instagram too, which is, I'll show you eBay here real quick. eBay. It's quickly, here it is. Cool Stuff Comics. That's my eBay name. I'll figure out how to work this stuff soon, how to share it on stuff on here soon. Right now, this is my eBay. Right, do it. It's not neat. Give me a second here. Do it again. Cool Stuff Here you go. This is a little bit better. You guys can read it. Cool Stuff Comics. Cool space stuff space comics. That's my eBay. I think I have 3 books in it right now because everything's sold out. So I'll be listing more stuff over the week, guys. If you want to see what I have, I'll be listing some of these books here too this week. So Canto with Stevens at 90 for 240 pounds, which is probably like $350 American. That would have been, that was a deal because right now that book's going for over $1,000. I think it's more like $1,200, I guess, or whatever. So that would have been a really good buy if you could have gotten it. So. Wow. Hey, Dave. See you later, sir. Good to see you on the stream. Glad to see you. All right, Phil here. By the way, guys, Fancy Comics and Toys. It's Phil. He's on the CBSI channel. Or their website. Okay, Phil, I will check it out. Thank you very much, sir. I'll check out the list for Canto and CBSI. Melissa, you just bought one. Well, is it graded or is it just it came in a case? Well, you guys probably know, ladies and gentlemen, that I think there is a second series of Canto, and there will be a third series of Canto. That being said, by the way, I think they're not really high print runs for any of the series, but the one you really want to get is the first series. You have to because they're going up. By the way, guys, I used to have, with the exception of the San Diego Comic-Con one, I used to have the whole run 1 through 6. I had the ratio variants, and when I did my big sale, one thing I regret was not keeping one box of just stuff I really liked. That would have been in there. Held that back. I even sold 28 copies of Darth Vader 3 First Dr. Aphra, first print. I wish I had kept those. I do have some 9.8s. 9.6s, but I had 28 copies of Darth Vader 3. That still amazes me. So, all right, guys. Let's see, what else do I have here to show you guys before I go get some dinner, guys? What else do I have here? Oh! I gotta have these. Oh, here's some I have. I was going through some old stuff. I found these. You guys know what these are? Remember this? The 90s? Not comic related. I thought it was kind of interesting though. Found this. It's all my 90s stuff right here I found. Or late 80s, early 90s stuff. Found my drawer over here. That was interesting. So what else do I have here to show you guys? I showed you guys this silver coin here, right? It says here, Elizabeth II, DG Regina. It says here, 2016. It says $5. For those who weren't here earlier. Back it says Canada. Got this at a show in Maryland. It says fine silver 1 ounce. Sounds like it too. Yeah, it's spinning right now. So, Bo knows. That's right. Bo knows. Bo knows Bo. Yeah, I don't buy Stephen. I don't buy every new book. I try to get the ones I like. I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot, but I try to keep it. I try to keep it with the. I don't know. I do buy some stinkers sometimes, but I try to keep it. Like I said with Canto, I read the synopsis on it. That's why I bought it. So but I haven't gotten Batman vs. Snake Eyes. I don't know if that's any good or not. I didn't buy the Turtles and the Power Rangers either. I didn't buy that. Actually, I'll take it back. I did buy one. I think I sold it though. And yes, Bo knows. Bo knows. Bo knows. There you go. Bone Storm. I'll tell you a funny story. I bought my first house over 20 years ago. I came up with the down payment. Well, actually, I had cash, but I sold. I had, God, I want to say about 80 or 90 ounces of silver. At the time, silver was really cheap, and I had a couple of gold coins. I had a lot, not this one, but I had I had silver bars, silver coins. So I used to collect coins too from the 80s and 90s. And that was the price of gold and silver in like the late 90s was really low. And you could buy, I think an ounce of silver ran $5.80 plus, or $5.60 plus the spot price. And gold was at $280 plus spot. But if you spend over $1,000 on gold, or I think even silver, I'm not sure if it's gold. I think it was just gold. There's no taxes on it, so I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, I'm a property manager. I do for a living. I hire a lot of people, put it that way. And but anyway, I'm also a realtor too, guys. If you guys don't know that. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty cool. I remember I remember when it hit that too. I sold before that, obviously. I sold way too early. I didn't make money, but I was really, and the funny thing was I was watching it go up. I could have bought some before it went up, before the run up, but I chickened out, so I didn't buy any. I wish I had. So, and what else do we have here? Oh wait, didn't see that, Chris? You guys, I was ranting and raving about this book since 2019. When I first started YouTube in 2019, it'll be 2 years. Actually, today is April the 5th. So in 2 weeks, 14 days, it'll be officially 2 years for me on YouTube. And I've been talking about this book for a long time. At the time, it was still $5, $10. I kept saying, guys, buy it, buy it, buy it. People say this is a really dumb book. They said, well, okay, don't buy it. At the time, it wasn't. I didn't get an option until I think a few weeks ago. I kept telling guys, it's not an option, but the story in this book is so good, it'll be option. And I guess I got lucky in the way it was. So it made me look good. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. Oh my God, it was. But that 90s was. It was okay. It was sports. It was music. MTV. At the time, the internet did suck back then until American Online came on. But the 90s was a really good. That was like the last. Well, it was a good decade. So you're right about that. I miss the 90s. Melissa, the 800 pagers on those. I don't have any. I know the older ones are really. I mean, if that's what you have, the older ones. Some of them are worth a lot of money, but I don't have any, and I don't normally buy those, the 100 pagers. So it's hard for me to say if those are really worth getting. I mean, if it's a new book, I don't know. I don't have the 100 pagers, so and that one I can't really say. What's this? All right, Stephen. I'm sure you're just fine. You're probably in great shape. What's this? Okay, Bone Storm. I'll tell you what. I haven't read the only Something's Killing Children book I've ever read is issue number 1. I haven't read the other ones. Honestly, they have great covers. That being said, as far as kid books, comics aren't really kid books anymore. They're more. I learned something recently. The average age of a comic book collector is, last time I checked, it was 28. No, excuse me, I think it's 32 actually. Believe it or not. You know, in my analytics, when I go into my YouTube channel, the average age of the people who watch my channel are between the ages of 25 and 55 or 60. Well, with the biggest chunk being between 35 and 54. So, and most of the comic writers, are writing more toward us than they are toward kids. So, as far, I mean, there are some, you know, at least the independents are. I'm not sure about the Marvel or DC comics. Well, make sure, I hope you have short boxes, because long boxes, I got rid of long boxes a long time ago. Long boxes can hurt anybody. I don't care if you're a kid or an adult, it doesn't matter. Those long boxes are heavy. So, anyway, also my demographics are even worse. As far as, like, obviously mostly guys read comics or collect comics, and I checked my demographics. I'll show you guys someday soon. I think it's I'll even show on this channel. It's 98% guys. You know, and that's the demographic for most guys most channels who do YouTube. Not just me, and there are some ladies who do watch comic content, but it's mostly guys. So. Yeah, I believe that. Your spine will start ticking if you carry those long boxes. Those are a nightmare. I've seen short boxes. I know there are more of them, but I mean, there are more to carry, but long boxes just absolutely suck. I see those guys at conventions bringing long boxes in, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. You're right about that part. It is a nightmare like you wouldn't believe. So, anyway, what else do we have here? That one. I did that one. Let's see here. Talked about this one already. Okay, what else did I talk about here? Did that, did this, did that, just that. Let's see what we got here. You guys, once I learn more about StreamYard, I mean, I'll be showing you guys more stuff. I'll have it more set up so I'll show you guys some really cool stuff here. There's a way you can actually share your screen too. I can show you guys some of my stuff on my YouTube channel too, like my analytics. I'll show you guys some of the numbers that I see when I talk to people about stuff. So, all right, guys, it's been an hour 38 minutes. It's been a while. What's it say? Yeah, I'll tell you what. While that would be the case, unfortunately, YouTube is a little weird about stuff like that. I actually put up a comic. I don't have it right now. Something as simple as a Greg Land cover. I did a thread. If you go through my videos, there's one where it's all yellow and it says pop culture, comics, whatever. I had to do that because the YouTube took down my thumbnail because I had a picture of, like, I think it's called Good Girl Art Comics. I had like some women in, like in bathing suits or whatever. Nothing over the top or anything like that. But I came one day, I look, I go, wait a sec, what happened to that thumbnail? It was gone. They don't give you a strike. They give you like a little wrist tap saying, hey, actually I went to my email and said your thumbnail violated our community standards or whatever. So that's what. You guys, I will be doing a live stream on Wednesday. I'll do another live stream. I'll set it out ahead of time. Now that before I had trouble getting this thing set up, I'll probably be doing a live stream on New Comic Book Day Wednesday. I'm gonna do it probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'll probably do it 2 o'clock. That way, you guys will know what I picked up on Wednesday. Okay, is that okay with you guys? I'll do one for Wednesday. I'll set up so you guys know when I do my next live stream ahead of time. All right, guys. It's been an hour 40. It's dinner time. It's 6:40. I will see you guys next time. Okay. Good to see you guys. Take care. We'll talk comics next time. And next time you'll see exactly what I pick up on Wednesday. All right? All right, guys, I'm checking out here. And oh, by the way, don't forget, if you here comes the fire department now, driving by. Oh, not too loud that time. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys leave a like. Do not, please subscribe. Make sure you have your notification turned on. That way you'll know when I upload new videos, obviously. And all right, guys, it's been right. It has been fun, but bye-bye. I'll see you guys later, okay? Guys, take care. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys again soon. Ending the broadcast now.